Gil Rivera's here with me and his 1968 Camaro. You know, I've got to tell you, this is pretty amazing because I know vintage car owners love their vehicles, but you've changed every single nut and bolt and nook and cranny in this vehicle, haven't you?
Absolutely, from the subframe to the rear end to the motor to the interior to taking all the paint off. You can't go any further than that.
That is a sweet paint job, as I like to say.
Absolutely. This color here is Patriot Pearl, a new 2000 color from Dodge, but I had to put it on my 68 Camaro.
A 2000 color on a 68 Camaro. You just had to have it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, because I saw those big Dodge trucks driving by, and I know it's not a Dodge, but I had to have it. It's an eye catcher.
It is an eye catcher. I told you, I liked that paint job. The interesting thing, though, is Gil had this vehicle in high school.
Absolutely.
How did you save up for it?
Oh, a paper route and a lot of pulling weeds on the weekend and mowing lawns.
That $40 a month got you far, though.
Yes, it did.
Now, I asked Gil if he had his first date in this car and his first kiss and if he took his prom date. Which of the three did you have?
Well, maybe the first date, not the first kiss, and the prom date, we just all went in a limo.
They were too fancy, forget it. I wanted you to go in the Camaro. That's a nice car to go to the prom in.
Oh yeah. I always want to keep it at home sometimes.
Yeah. Now, you have a son that you said is 18, correct?
Yeah, he's just turned 18 and just graduated from Lucerna High School.
And how often do you let him actually drive this?
Well, the last time he drove this car is when he put two dings in the quarter panel, and I had to have practically half the car painted, and that's the last time he's drove it.
How did he ding it?
Oh, he put his football gear in it, and these cars don't have that insulation, and he likes to turn corners quick, so things rolled around.
My dad would have killed me. Have you done a ton of work outside of the paint job, like when it comes to the transmission and the engine?
I did the 327. It's got an RV cam. It's got double pump heads. It's balanced out. I put a posi rear end. I changed the power glide to 350 turbo transmission with the shift kit.
So are you testing out that turbo?
It does every once in a while, but I get carried away and I got to put it back in the box.
Oh, no fun. Is this your main car?
Oh, no, not at all.
This is your baby. That's what I thought. Gil, that's amazing. As I told you, I'm sweet paint job on that 68 Camaro. I really like it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, let me introduce my friend, Tom Conant. Did I pronounce it right?
That's right.
Yes. 1970 Chevrolet Corvette, the Stingray. Now, I love this because it has a great family history.
That's true. It's been in my family since the beginning. My dad bought it back in 1970. It was a strike-shortened year at the GM plant, and he waited and waited and waited for his car, and the factory went on strike, and they never built it for him. So he had to wait longer, and it was inspiring when he brought it home finally.
He had patience, didn't he?
He sure did, but he knew what he wanted, and he ordered it special, and they built it just for him. So they invited him to St. Louis when they rolled it out of there. He started it up. He was the first one to get it inside of it, and he drove it home from there.
That's amazing. They don't usually let you do that, do they?
They still do. It's a tradition for all Corvette owners. If you buy one new, even today in Bowling Green, Kentucky, where they're built now, the same tradition holds for that as well.
That's amazing.
It really is. It's an inspiration to all Corvette owners, really.
I love that. Now, this vehicle has gone from your dad to your brother to you, correct?
That's correct, yeah. I was the youngest. I was 11 years old when he brought this thing home, and not quite old enough to even sit behind the wheel, much less even do anything around the road with it. But I drove in it many times, and my older brother had it for his first duration of 15 and a half years, and he did a lot of the work on it that's done right now. I took over from there, and I've had it ever since.
Okay, we need to back up, though, Tom, because, see, Tom pretends that he just had the car, after his brother was done with it. But somebody drove it and then was banned from driving it again until he was 30. Who could that be?
Yeah, when I was in high school, it was my first opportunity to take the car to school, and I didn't really tell my dad I was going to take it. He thought I was driving the other car, but I snuck the keys from him, and I took it to school. I wanted to show it off. A lot of people then didn't have cars, and we lived out in a rural area of Annapolis, Maryland, at that time, and we tried to get be the show off, of course. And I brought the car to school. I did a burnout in front of the school, and I tweaked up the back of the car a little bit. So when I brought it home, it wasn't in the same condition. I tried to park it in the same spot. I even tried to hide it, but you know, it's just one of those things. You know, you're young, you're stupid, and you regret it for the rest of your life.
Wait a minute. So you're telling
The
me
actual punishment was really worse. So he told me I would never drive his car again until I turned 30 years old. At the time, 16 years old, I was heartbroken.
Yeah, but you know what? He didn't tell me he stole it. You didn't tell me you snuck it out of the house, and then you tried to hide the damage. Tom, you're still sneaking out. Do you realize that?
That's right.
You left some details out of your story.
Yes, I did.
You know what? You can't drive it again until you're like 50. All right, are you going to let me sit in it now?
Absolutely. What, you want to sit in the driver's seat?
Of course I want to sit in the driver's seat. I'm not banned. You are. How do I look? I knew this was my car from the moment I saw it, so we won't tell Tom that I'm going to take it home with me. Except I need to learn how to drive a manual transmission. Minor technicality.